guys, I'm Pätty, and in today's video I want to show you how to squeak on the saxophone. No, I'm just kidding, but it's right. Squeakings are overtones, and today we want these overtones, but we want to get them under control. I'm not a teacher or educator or whatever, but someone asked me how I learned to play altissimo notes, and here is my answer. How I learned it and what I wish someone has told me earlier. So today we want to talk about 8 steps or 8 tips I will give to you. And yeah, altissimo is very hard at the beginning, so we have to build a solid foundation. Airstream and breath support out of your belly are 2 important pillars to build this foundation. Inhale the air into your belly, not into your chest. Not. I think it looks very funny, but I hope you know what I mean. And give your airstream support with the muscles of your belly. And if you blow air through your entire horn, you have to keep this airstream as constant as you can. But you have to keep this in mind for all of the notes of the saxophone and not only for the high notes. Now we have to take a look into your mouth, or better said, at your tongue position. Because you have to compress your airstream with your tongue. To make this happen, you have to know where your tongue has to stay while blowing air into your mouthpiece. Say the letter E and figure out where your tongue is. E. The important part of your tongue is the rear part, because this part went high if you say E, and the sides of your rear part touches the upper molars. Say E and feel where your tongue is and what your tongue touches. For low tones, you have to open up everything. Say oh and look where your tongue is, or feel where your tongue is. Your tongue is down all the way. This is the counterpart of the high notes. Now inhale and blow and watch what happens if you say E or O. I hope you know what I mean and see how different the airstream is. So now let's go over to your practice routine, and the only word I will say is put overtone exercises in your daily practice routine. You will get to know a whole new world of saxophone playing if you do it for a while. I practiced it 3 or 4 months every day, and it helped me a lot for my altissimo and to play or to control the altissimo in a better way. And not only the altissimo, the whole note, the whole range of your horn. It's easier to control if you know what to do with your throat, with your jaw, with everything. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me, there is a link in the description box down below for buy me a coffee. If not, it's fine as well. Not all saxophones are similar to each other, and some fingerings which work for me don't work for you, and vice versa. I'll put a link in the description box down below which fingerings I use, but I'll do a separate video here or down under in the description box where I show you the fingerings and some options and things like this. It's very important. It's part 2 of this video. The worst thing you can do is to change your embouchure. The embouchure should be relaxed and do not bite. What I noticed while I prepared for this video is that I push my lower jaw slightly to the front. I'll show you a video in a couple of seconds. There I play a high A to altissimo A, and there I show you that I push my lower jaw to the front and what happened if I don't do it. If I don't do it, there comes no altissimo tone, there comes pfft. But if I push it forwards, there comes the altissimo tone. Also, you have to figure out the right amount of mouthpiece in your mouth without sacrificing your tone. You shouldn't have too much or too less mouthpiece in your mouth. A thicker reed makes it easier to get an altissimo tone and to control this altissimo tone. But it depends on your tip opening as well. On alto saxophone, my mouthpieces have a tip opening of 6. And my reeds are strengths 2.5 or sometimes 3. On tenor saxophone 7 star, and my reed is a 2.5 Léger American cut. I only have one mouthpiece for tenor and one reed, so it's every time the same. But please, don't ruin your embouchure by taking a too strong reed. Playing the altissimo is a journey, so you have to practice a lot, you have to practice a while, and in this journey you can use thicker reeds or other reeds, and please don't ruin your embouchure. Mouthpieces with large step baffles makes altissimo easier. But it's possible on nearly every mouthpiece. Now I will give you some quick and useful tips. The first one is get comfortable with the high notes in the front. Front F sharp, front F and front E. If you nailed these, you're on the right way. Don't start with only one altissimo tone or one fingering of this tone, because sometimes people struggle with the G, but the B flat or the B works very well. So use different fingerings, use different tones, and if one of these altissimo notes pops out, you have the right embouchure, you have the right airstream, and you have the right foundation. Then you can try other fingerings of these tones which don't work. If some tones work, this tone has to work as well. So try a different fingering. If you practice high notes for a longer time, please do yourself a favor and use earplugs. Like this. Because it's very loud and you can damage your ears. And now the most important tip of them all. Please don't put yourself under pressure. To learn the saxophone and to improve your tone and find your sound, your personal sound, is a journey. And this journey has to make fun. You should love what you do, and you are not a bad player if you can't get out an altissimo tone. And it doesn't matter if you've seen on YouTube or wherever an 11-year-old altissimo Jedi. It doesn't matter. Have fun with your instrument and try my tips. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Pätty. I say goodbye. See you next time.